Once your trust on someone is lost, my dear, it's very difficult to regain that trust again. My people, Ooni of Ife has alleged, as it is rumored right now, that he has sent the royal guards to go to Ronke's quarters to go and look for an item. Yes, that he has been looking for. They said there is this item, like a staff of authority, that he has started looking for few days. He has been looking for this staff of authority, and right before now, there was a time it was rumored that olori Ronke carried the protective charm of Oba Adeyeye. So because of that incident, this royal staff that just got missing, I don't know how it got missing, I don't know anything about it, but the rumor we are hearing now is that Kabiyesi has ordered the royal guards. The first place that come to his mind when he started looking for that staff was Ronke's house. My people, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Live Gist Plus. I am here with another obongelicious story from the palace of Ooni. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. My returning subscribers, I greet you. I appreciate you so much. So let's get back to what we are talking about. They say there is this staff that Ooni he uses it to attend some functions, that it is not everywhere he can use it. He only uses it when he's attending a traditional function. But if he's going for a business trip, or if he's going to any other function that is apart from Ile-Ife traditional function, that this staff is what he uses. And whenever he has this staff, that they said the spirits of the ancestors surround him and give him insights of the next thing to do, direct him on what to do when he is heading a traditional function. And this staff, he can also use it to detect immediately anyone who comes around him who doesn't come with a pure heart. They say this staff is very, very useful to Ooni of Ife, that it was handed to him from the forefathers, the great-grandfathers, that is from hand to hand, now reaching him as he is the king now. That this staff is being given to people who have been king before. So even when the king dies, then they will keep it for the next king. So it has been handled over the years. So my people, I don't know how this staff got missing all of a sudden. I wouldn't know whether it is out of carelessness, or maybe Kabiyesi kept it somewhere that he cannot find it, or whether it's because last weekend, as you heard, that Prince Tadenikawo came around with Queen Naomi, whether it's Prince Tade that played with it and it got lost, or maybe he misplaced it. But they said immediately he started looking for the staff. It's a very small staff. It's almost unnoticeable, when he has it. They say he used to put it inside his pockets of those white dresses he used to wear. So this staff is now declared missing, as Ooni could not find it after Prince Tade and Olori Naomi left the house. He could not find the staff again. That he has searched everywhere, in his corners, in his chambers, in his bedroom. He could not find the staff. And this staff, he can go every other places with it, but once a traditional function is to be done, he must have to go with that staff, and they said it's usually two anyways, but if you don't find one, you can always use this other one. Let's say he might keep one somewhere and use the other one, so it is two, but right now one is missing. It's not as if there's any function now, any traditional function, that he cannot go with it. Of course, he can go with that one, but he needed to be sure what happened to the other one. So my people, they said immediately he finished looking for it in his chambers, in his bedroom, in his sitting room, in the whole palace around, that even the royal maids, royal guards, security people, everybody put hand in looking for it. Everybody joined in looking for the staff. So immediately they couldn't find it around. The first person that came to his mind was Olori Ronke. The first movement that he asked the royal guards to make, he said, go to Olori Ronke's house and search for that staff for me. Yeah, even though Olori Ronke was never reported to come to the palace anyway, that period, no, she was not seen anywhere around. But I don't know what could make the king say, let them go there to look for that royal staff, you know. So excuse me. So they said the royal guards went immediately, went to inside the Olori quarters and told the Olori Ronke their mission. They said at first Olori Ronke became furious and angry with them and started shouting at them that what audacity do they have to come to his to come and search for what? That have they seen her around this thing? Have they seen her around the palace for almost 2 weeks, that she has not been there? So why would Ooni ask them to come and look for this thing in her house? My people, as it is rumored, as it's alleged, they told her that yeah, it is true, but we are following the king's order. We must have to search this apartment. My people, it's no longer new that these loris have lost their respect in the sight of the king, because they said the way the palace guards were even telling them that they must have to search. There was no respect, atom of respect in the faces of these royal guards. So my correct people, what they now did is that they have to ask Olori Ronke to clear from the road so that they could enter inside the building, her apartment. So she just have to obey, because she doesn't have any option, even though she was angry and so furious about it. So they said these royal guards entered and started searching every corners of the house. They searched the whole corners, searched both up, because we heard that it's alleged that those properties, each of the apartment is a duplex, so it has both up and down. So they have some, they share themselves, some searched up, some searched down. They searched both kitchen, they searched both even surrounding, they searched her car, everywhere. At a point, one of the guards shouted from under the staircase and shouted that there's something he is seeing there. My people, it was not a small thing. So those guards, the other guards gathered, and lo and behold, there is a big hole in that under that staircase. Mind you, when Ooni got that house, there was never a hole. It's not as if there is a hole under the staircase of all other the apartments. They didn't put any hole there, but they saw that hole. They were shocked. So a lot of things were inside that hole. So they started bringing out those things that were inside it. It was some of fetish sins, according to what we heard, my people. No be me talk, I do not live with Olori Ronke, but that is what we heard that they saw under the staircase. A lot of fetish things, a lot of something like feathers, something like local chalk, something like dead bed. In fact, a lot of things. They kept bringing those things out. It's still searching for what they came for. After all, it is none of their business if any other thing is there. What they came for is what they will look for. They searched a whole lot of inside that hole. Deep. They brought everything out. They could not see it. So, my people, they have to leave and report it to the king. That they didn't see it. So but what baffles us is that the king, after searching for Ronke's apartment, did not bother to search for the other women apartment. It was only Ronke. Then the next thing is that he has to pick a call and call Tade, Mommy Tade Nekawo, narrating to her the incident, what he is looking for. So only for Mama Tade Nekawo to declare that that there is something he saw Tade playing with as they came back, that Tade was playing with something, and lo and behold, they checked, it was that staff of authority, that small staff, that tiny, it's very tiny, like a pen. So they started questioning how come this thing left the palace into the hands of Tadenikawo. So at last, what happened was, as at the time we heard the information, they said Queen Naomi has promised Kabiyesi that they are going to return that, and Kabiyesi now felt relieved because it did not enter the hands of the evil ones. It's only in the hands of his son. And the way that thing entered Tade's hand up till now is what nobody has known about, but it is a significant something. Yes, if you look deeply into it, you will see that this is very, very mysterious, because they said where Kabiyesi used to keep that, it is not where a baby's hand will reach. So we don't know how come it enters Tade's hand. And Tade has been holding it. Olori said Tade has been holding it for over a long time and refused to let it go. Like, unlike other toys that he plays with, he will play with them and throw them away. That he has seen this, Tade has been holding it over a long time and even refused to release it. So my correct people, that is the point. But what I want to point out here is that we learn every day. It's better not to make someone lose trust in you, because you will not like the outcome. I'm telling you, because now Ooni of Ife doesn't have trust, according to the information. If all these informations we heard are true, my people, it means Kabiyesi doesn't have any atom of trust anymore for Olori Ronke. That anything that gets missing, the first thing that will come into his mind is any of the Oloris who could do such a thing. Even though they said they have repented, he still thinks that any of them could do that. That is a lesson to learn, my correct people. Please, I just want to remind you once more that all these are alleged information, because any information you see on the internet, you just have to take it with a pinch of salt. Just hang around, because I am going to bring you more updates.